Hello everyone, it is I, the one and only King Mac, and welcome to the special presentation on YouTube. All month long, we are going to a galaxy far, far away and celebrate the 45th anniversary of Star Wars with game reviews, podcasts, and more. Be sure to grab a hot fresh cheeseburger with some french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Thank you all for watching, and now here is Tony, aka TTBurger88, to bring you this special feature presentation of TTBurger Game Reviews Star Wars Edition on YouTube.
Say something, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know where she came from.
Hello everybody! Welcome back to more TTBurger game reviews here on YouTube, let alone TTBurger Star Wars game reviews here on YouTube, and I am your host Tony. All month long for the month of May, we're going to be doing game reviews based on a series in the galaxy far, far away. And before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Free Green HD and SubZeroMNX for King Mac, and I want to give a shout out to everyone who has supported this channel. If it weren't for you guys, the channel would not be as big as today. And I also want to give a shout out to my friends in real life who are Star Wars fans also, JTBurger88, JTJR89, and the man A9, who I've known pretty much my whole life, and they're Star Wars fans too, and so shout out to you guys also. And also want to give a shout out to my friend JTBurger88 and his wife, RH45, who are going to be happy parents of 2 twins in September. So congrats to them once again. I'm sure they'll be really good parents for sure. But today we're going to zoom into the PlayStation 2 era of the Star Wars video game franchise here, and we're going to talk about the Battlefront franchise. Now, when this game came out on the same day as the Star Wars Trilogy on the DVD here came out. This was the widescreen edition I got here, and I got it at Circuit City, and the same day I got the game you're going to be looking at, and I thought, well, two things in the price of one. And I remember it was a great day for a Star Wars fan to finally have the movies on DVD, even though they were the special editions, not the unaltered versions. We were still excited to have the Star Wars Trilogy on DVD. You could retire the VHS tapes and stuff in there. I remember people were at the stores at midnight buying this, and the game dude, I was like, wow, 2004, that was so long ago. The memories of being 15 going on 16 there were definitely the big memories there for sure. But let's talk about the Star Wars Battlefront franchise here. Now, this was a game I followed like crazy when I was looking at information on the Star Wars Trilogy when it would be released on DVD, and I was thinking, whoa, this is almost like Grand Theft Auto. Hop into any ship you want, be whatever class you want. It's like it takes place. You play as one of the soldiers and stuff. That's pretty cool and stuff. And we're going to be looking at the 2 original Battlefront games here, the PlayStation 2 versions. Part 1, we're going to look at Star Wars Battlefront 2004, and Part 2, we're going to look at Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005. And I also want to give a shout out to Detacode G22, who's also a big Star Wars fan, and he's the person who's been helping me with the Star Wars Trilogy movie podcast here. So shout out to him and my friend, YouTuber Sedette the Hyperlania for making the background picture for Bird and Fries with the Shake podcast there too. So credit goes to both of them. Check out their channels; they are awesome. And I'm not going to be talking about the crappy 2015 and crappy 2017 remakes and stuff, because reboots content, because those are awful. Build any content, microtransaction loot boxes, and it's basically all modernized. In fact, that LucasArts didn't make it because they went out of business, and just Disney and EA just did not do good making those games. So I don't even pretend those exist. I pretend they don't exist, and that's what we're going to be looking at here. Now we're going to get started. We're talking about the original Star Wars Battlefront, released on the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC in September 20th, 2004, the same day we released the Star Wars Trilogy on DVD. And let's get started here. Now, like I said, this was a game I was anticipating when I first learned about it in the summer of the same year. I followed all the trailers, the screenshots of the developers on GameSpot back in the day when they were awesome. And I was one of those crazy fans that couldn't wait for that game to come out. I remember coming home one day and there was this bag from Circuit City by my spot at the kitchen table, and lo and behold, it was the Star Wars Trilogy on DVD, the widescreen edition, and also Star Wars Battlefront for the PlayStation 2. I first watched Return of the Jedi on DVD, and the next day I played the games, and when playing the game, I was hooked on it immediately. To me, this was Battlefield meets Star Wars. and for us console gamers, this was considered cutting edge for its time. Sure, the sequel blows this game out of the water, but at the time, this was badass. Of course, there are some problems I have with the original Star Wars Battlefront, but we'll get to that later, but it's a much better game than Star Wars Battlefront 2015 by EA. But let's get started. The story is not really much story here. You're either the Rebel Alliance or the Galactic Empire, or the Galactic Civil War, or the original trilogy, or the Republic, or the Confederation of Independent Systems of the prequel trilogy. Your goal is simple: defeat your opponents by eliminating all the troops or capturing all their command posts. It's fun and innovative, and I enjoy playing as the Rebels and the Empire more than the prequel era because the original trilogy was where it's at. But here I like playing as the good guys more, so the fortune scene here is me playing as the Rebels and stuff. Now, people consider the PlayStation 2 version to be the weakest of the bunch because of the graphics and such, but you gotta understand that the PlayStation 2 had limited hardware capability from the other consoles, so of course it was not going to look as good as the other two versions, so the graphics are fine. Star Wars Battlefront mainly focuses on the multiplayer like Battlefield, but it does have some single player modes that keep you busy, like the historical campaign, Galactic Conquest, and Instant Action. Historical campaign covers key elements from the movies, puts you in its own levels. It covers the Empire taking down the Rebels on Tatooine and Yavin 4, and more, and then it switches to the Rebels with Yavin 4, Cloud City, Endor, and Hoth, which is my favorite planet in the game and the movie series. The story is mainly told through scenes from the movies, and they look good. The brightness is not the best, and a little blurriness in full screen instead of widescreen, and the edges of the scenes are cut off a little bit, which is weird why they chose to have them in full screen when the widescreen edition was available on DVD along with the full screen. And I can't show any clips of the movies because that's copyright. I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything. The game consists of on-foot action or vehicle action depending on the maps. Both the on-foot action and the vehicle actions are strong and a lot of fun. But I like the vehicle action better because I like flying around in the ships, like the X-Wing, the Y-Wing, the Snow Speeder, along with the AT-ATs, ATSTs, from ground-to-ground vehicles, stuff like a speeder bike, a swoop bike, and a tank and stuff. But I'm disappointed though because there's no TIE Interceptor or no A-Wing or so. But still, you can't really have everything. During the game, you can choose a classic character like a soldier, a marksman, sniper, a pilot, a Wookiee bowcaster, or an engineer, and more, each with their own abilities there. Like a pilot's good for repairing damaged ships. Like a soldier has a blaster that can just blast right through the action. Vanguards have bazookas and grenade launchers, and shock troopers and stuff have jetpacks. Wookiees are strong with a powerful Wookiee bowcaster, along with marksmen who are sniper rifles and stuff, and a big variety of classes to choose from. I was really amazed at how big the planets are and all have vehicles in them. The problem with the historical campaign, it is way too short. You can do the Clone Wars era, but it is short too. Galactic Conquest is your goal is to take control of each planet controlled by the enemy faction on the map. The full control of taking over both areas like Bespin and Endor and more. You have control of the planet. You can wipe out the enemy controlled planets. You get special powers each time like Sabotage, making enemy vehicles damaged after respawn, or assistive training where your squadmates are stronger and better at aiming at weapons and more. Instant action is probably my favorite mode here. Is you pick a planet and what side you want to be on, you get into the action defeating enemies, capturing their command posts, and more. It's similar to the historical campaign, but I think it's bigger and better. I forgot to mention you can also choose between the first person or third person views if you're liking. While people will like first person more and stuff, there are people who like third person more like me, so I just choose the third person view better because I like to see the character I play as, but that's just me. We have a huge variety in the planets and classes and weapons there, and I did not really get into the graphics and sound much, but let me do that now. Graphics are good even on the PlayStation 2 version. I don't care if they don't look as good as I do not care if they don't look as good as the other two versions. I understand the limitations of the PlayStation 2's hardware. It was not going to look as good, but it still looks great in my opinion. The frame rate is good, but there were times when the game just slowed down immensely. Like I was playing, and I forget which planet I was on. The frame rate just slowed down into the single digits, and it took about like a minute or so to get the frame rate back up. And it doesn't really happen that often, but the slowdowns are noticeable. We have detailed character models and environments also, and it's also cool to go to famous areas from the movies, like the carbon freezing chamber from Cloud City, and going to Hoth and using your snow spear to take down the AT-ATs with the tow cables and stuff. And if you're in the Empire, you can actually pilot an AT-AT too. Even though it goes very, very slow, you'll need a partner to help you pilot this thing, to help you shoot things down, like with the same with piloting a Y-wing and TIE bomber and stuff. And when you destroy the shield generator and stuff, it almost feels like you live that moment from Empire Strikes Back watching on the big screen, and it is amazing. It's fun, and the game does look excellent. And of course, I mentioned the cutscenes, which are the movie scene stuff, which look a little blurry and compressed down a little bit, but still, what can you do? The sound is also great. Excellent Star Wars music once again, but I had to turn the music off because I didn't want to get a copyright claim. The voice acting is good, even though it can get repetitive hearing the same lines over and over again. And like, we capture command posts and this and that. But still a fun game, but now the bad. There's no sprint button, making your characters move very slow. Some of the ships can get shot down too easily and stuff. Like, it's like, especially in the historical campaign, where like, you're pounding, I know it's on pound on Y-Wing. My Y-Wing got shot down a lot, but it didn't happen in instant action. There's not really much story. Some maps have Jedi heroes in them, like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, but you can't play as them, which is weird. And the historical campaign's over before you know it, and the opponent can be very smart, finding you and shooting you down, or they can be so stupid they can put you to shame, like Wispy Wood, the tree from Kirby. And it could have had more single-player content outside of the multiplayer. I never played the multiplayer because I don't play online, but I played offline multiplayer with friends. Those are fun. It's still an excellent Star Wars game overall. Now, some people consider this the best Star Wars game ever at the time. To me, it's one of the best, but I can't say that anymore because the sequel started that. But final thoughts here: if you like Star Wars Battlefront and want something like games like Battlefield and so, it's the way to go for sure. I give Star Wars Battlefront 2004 an 8.5 out of 10 because of the problem I have with it, but still a game that should not be overlooked if you want some Star Wars action based on the movies. And that's it for episode 224, part 1 of 2. Next up, we're going to dive into more PlayStation 2 gaming here. Let's take a look at the sequel to Star Wars Battlefront called Star Wars Battlefront 2, released on the same day as Star Wars Episode 3 was released on DVD. Which, all I gotta say, you know the drill. Subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Games United, my Facebook group, TTBurger Gamers Group, and my Facebook page, TTBurger88. And those of you who have any requests for me to review, just comment down below. And stay tuned, there's more Star Wars videos coming up all month long, so be on the lookout for that. Which all I gotta say is Tony, peace and out, have a good day. See you all in my review of Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005. May the Force be with you.
Cause she keeps on getting hotter and hotter. Ooh, baby, let's go. She doesn't take it slow.